Hello Kaiju fans and happy Monday. Pretty cool delivery today. Got something in the mail that, well, I wanted to get it out of the way while I still could. Came out a little while ago. The hype's kind of already died out for it, but I am of course talking about the Bandai Movie Monster Series Dream 5 box set with all the monsters voted on by collectors and fans alike. And I gotta say, I absolutely love this artwork. I think Shinji Nishikawa did it. I'm not 100% sure. If he did, awesome. It's another great piece he did. If it's not, well, the artist did a goddamn good job at replicating his style. Fuck the Mona Lisa. This here is high art. And unfortunately, this is... I don't want to say it's the best thing about this box set, but... it's easily contender for number 2. So I'm actually going to do this backwards and work my way up to what I feel is the best release in this lineup, and start with what I think is the worst. And obviously, as everybody has already said, it is without a doubt the King Ghidorah. I don't mind the wings on this. The wings actually being backwards make it a little easier to pose on the shelf, so it won't take up as much space, but nothing excuses these heads. Like, this is bad. This is real bad. And to highlight this, just a few years ago, they had released another King Ghidorah as part of the Bandai, I always say Bandai Premium, but it's like another title for it. Yeah, so here's this thing. Yes, it's bigger, it's more detailed, and it costs a hell of a lot more. But still, come on, like what? Whoever came up with the design of the heads and the necks on that Bandai is dumb. And to even highlight it even further, here's the 1984 Bandai Ghidorah, the very first Showa Ghidorah figure we got that was like in this scale. And this is better than this. Now take this color scheme and apply it, well, yeah, not this one, but take this color scheme and apply it to this one. You'd have a damn good Ghidorah that'd be worth the price of what this is going to end up going for in the long run. Next up is not so much a bad figure, it's a letdown. It was a letdown when I first saw it, and it's a letdown having it in hand, and that is Anguirus. On its own, it's a fine figure. You can tell it's the 1960s Anguirus. It's different enough from the 1955 one, which is, right here it is, right here. So, you can tell them apart, 100%. My issue with this figure is the fact that it's pretty much just an updated version of this. Again, this is an okay figure for what it was for the time. This one originated from 2001. And it was actually based on a larger 90s one that was just shrunken down. So this one is following the trend that was set forth with the Gorosaurus and the Baragon, and even the Megalon to an extent, where it seems to be based on the older vinyls but shrunken down and given a new sculpt. That's what has me let down about this release. After the stellar 55 Anguirus with its much better shaped carapace, the spikes on the tail, it just looked more higher end than this non-retro Anguirus figure. So that's where my hang up on that one is. Next up is Gabara. Gabara is actually, I think, a fine figure. There's really nothing overly wrong with it. Paint's good, the body shape's good. Yeah, I can nitpick it, especially in the face and the eyes, but if you don't have a Gabara figure, this is going to be your go-to guy, even when it gets a solo release with tag. But if you already have the YMSF Gabara, and this is like their umpteenth one they released, it's not as good, at least as far as I'm concerned. That's why I'm not ranking it that high on this. It's definitely better than the other two. Moving on, we have Mechagodzilla 74. Very fine release. Nothing amazing about it. It's a unique figure. It's not based on an older one, not that I can tell. But what's really holding it back from being the number one on this release is really just this. Yeah, this is the 1975 Mechagodzilla. It's the G-Store battle damaged version. I used to have the very original one, which I think was released in 2003 or 2004. But when they came up with this, I ended up selling it. I didn't get much for it because this is just a better release all around. So, this Mechagodzilla's, it's not bad. It's okay. And then finally, the absolute star of the show is, without a doubt, Kamacuras. The one monster everybody was wanting alongside Gabara in this release, and I cannot blame them. Kamacuras is horribly underrated when it comes to merchandise. YMSF tends to do it. I wish I had the YMSF to compare it to, but I do not. I was waiting for them to do a movie-colored version, which even now, debating if it's like a similar pose to this, I would probably end up skipping it unless they do the open-winged version that they hinted at a while ago. But I do have this one. This is the original, I believe, 80s, 90s, early 90s Kamacuras from Bandai. As you can tell, very different figures, very different color schemes. This one really is just Kamacuras and, well, body shape obvious, but the colors are much more Final Wars-ish before Final Wars even came out. Funny story about this one, though, is I actually got this for a steal because the one arm is actually busted and I had to repair it. It does not move, but, you know, $20 Kamacuras on eBay, I'll salvage that. So, in the end, how do I feel about this set? I'm glad I put a payment plan on it because I definitely don't think the set itself feels like it's worth over $100. Kamacuras is really good. Mechagodzilla and Gabara are good, but in the long run, I do feel this set, I don't want to say is unneeded, but some of the choices in this set are just a waste. I'll never understand why people voted for King Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, and Anguirus when there were so many other monsters that needed figures that would probably not get anywhere else. Thank God the Giant Condor won this year. Now, we just need a Kamanga to go along with this guy. Maybe a new Bandai 67 or a re-release of the Memorial Box 1 from, not 19, but 2004. Who knows? But, until next time, friends, peace out.
Says you should like and subscribe.